Dear students, today we will see Gribus normal form. It is also called GNF. So first of all, we will see the definition of GNM. A context-free grammar G equal to VTPS is said to be in GNF if every production is of the form A tends to small a into alpha. This A is a terminal, means always it will be a small alphabet, and alpha is a string of 0 or more variables. So alpha can be multiple number of capital alphabets. So whenever we convert our given grammar into this form, then it is called the GNF form. So first of all, to convert the particular CFG into the GNF, we will see the algorithm. We have to follow various steps to convert the given CFG into the GNF. So first step is eliminate null production, unit productions and useless symbols from the grammar. Earlier, in the simplification of grammar, we have seen these three methods one by one. So first of all, whenever we are converting our CFG into the GNM, so we have to check whether the particular grammar contains null production or unit productions or useless symbols. If it exists, then first of all we have to remove these type of productions from the grammar and we have to convert it into the simplified form. Okay, now after simplified form, the next step is in our productions a tends to x1, x2 up to xi up to xn. Here every symbol other than x1 should be a non-terminal. X1 could be a terminal. So the meaning of this particular sentence is x1 can be a terminal, but other than x1 all other symbols must be in the form of non-terminal. So we will see by using the example. Suppose you are given the grammar A tends to V1, V2, small a, V3, small b and V4. Here A and B are the terminal. V1, V2, V3 and V4 are the non-terminal. So in steps 2 only one letter can be a terminal and that should be the first letter. Other letters other than V1 must be in the form of non-terminal. So we will assume this terminal A and B by CA and CB. So take the value of A and assign it to the CA. Same way CB tends to B. So instead of A and B, now we will put CA and CB. So we have put over here V1, V2, CA, V3, CB and V4. Now this particular production is in the form of non-terminals. So it is okay now, and whatever the value we have assumed that we have to write over here. We have assumed this small a equal to CA. So try to write the production CA tends to A and CB tends to B. So after step 2, all productions must be of the form A tends to alpha or A tends to small a or A tends to A alpha. Means when we are at the steps 2, then our productions must be in the form of at the left side there is a non-terminal symbol, at the right side also there can be a multiple non-terminal symbols, or it can be only single terminal, or it can be first terminal and then all other are non-terminal. So only these three forms are allowed in the step 2, and if the particular production is not in this form, then we have to convert it into this type of forms. Then and then we can move forward towards the step 3. Now after performing step 2, in the step 3 we will rename variables as a1, a2, an to create the at production. Over here we will assume our non-terminal symbol by a production. So over here S, X and Y are the non-terminal symbol. So assume S, X and Y as A1, A2 and A3. So now the whole production is in the form of A productions. So put the value in our grammar. A1 stands to this A is a terminal. So put it as it is. Then X equal to A2 we have assumed. This S equal to we have assumed A1. This Y equal to we have assumed A3. Again Y is equal to A3. S equal to A1. X equal to A2 and the terminal symbol B. Okay, so in the step 3 we have to rename variables. into the form of A productions. Now, after performing step 3, in the step 4, if there is a productions AI greater than AJ into alpha, then I should be less or equal to J. Suppose at the left hand side we have some productions in the A form, and at the right side also we have some productions in the A form. So always this I should be less than or equal to this J value. If this I is greater than J value, then we have to convert it into the I less or equal to J. So we will see by using the example later on. Okay, now after step 4, in the step 5, repeat step 4 several times and generate the AI tends to AJ into alpha. Means we will repeat this step 4 multiple times and we will convert all the productions in the form of I less or equal to J. Means left hand side variable value will be less than the right hand side variable value. Okay, now after performing step 4 and 5, now we have to remove the left recursion for every productions of the form AK tends to AK into alpha. This is called the left recursion form. Over here, left hand side variable will come as a first variable in the right hand side. This is called the left recursion. We have to remove this left recursion. So B production should be added to remove the left recursion. So to remove this left recursion, we will add B productions instead of this AK value. So we will see by using the example also later on. In the step number 7, modify AI productions to the form AI tends to A alpha. Means whatever the AI productions are there at the end of step 6, we will convert it into the AI tends to A alpha. Means always at the right hand side, the first symbol will be a terminal and all other symbols will be a non-terminal. Same way, for the BI productions also, we will convert it into the BI tends to A alpha. Means the first symbol will be the terminal and all the symbols can be a non-terminals. Non-terminals can be more than one, but terminal must only be single and it will come at the right hand side at the first position. Okay, now we will apply this algorithm in our example. The examples you have given is construct a grammar in GNF which is equivalent to the grammar S tends to AA or A, S tends to SS or small b. So you have given one CFG and now we have to convert this CFG into the GNF. So to perform the process for conversion of CFG into the GNF, we have to follow our algorithms that we have discussed previously. So in step 1, we will check whether the given grammar is simplified or not. Okay. So if is there any null productions? No, there is no null productions, there is no any useless symbol, there is no any unit production. So grammar is already in the simplified form. Means simply write down one sentence that grammar is already in simplified form. There is no need to perform any simplification, there is no need to remove any productions. Now in the step 2, here all productions are of the form A tends to alpha or A tends to A. So that is our second condition, is that we will check whether our productions is in the form of multiple number of non-terminals or single terminal. Yes, over here in these productions there are two non-terminals, so this is allowed as per our rule, and this is one terminal only. Over here also in the A productions there are two non-terminal and one terminal. So as per our step number 2 in our algorithm, these productions is in the form of A tends to alpha or A tends to small a. Now move to the step number 3. In the step number 3, we will rename our variables. Over here our variables are S and A, that are the non-terminals. So take S equal to A1 and A equal to A2 and put these values in our grammar. So A1 tends to A2 A2, A1 tends to A2 tends to put instead of A put A2, A2 tends to A1 A1, that we have written over here, and A2 tends to B. So we have renamed our variables. Now In the step 4, every productions of the form AI tends to Aj alpha with I greater than 0 must be modified to make I less or equal to j. In our algorithm also we have discussed that the left hand side value must be less than the first right hand side value. So in this production A2 tends to A1, the left hand side value I is greater than the right hand side value 1. So we have to convert it into the I less or equal to j, means this I must be less or equal to j. So we will put, instead of this A1 we will put value A2. So A2 equal to value of A1 is equal to A2 A1, and A2 is equal to A1. So now this I and this j both are equal. So this is allowed as per our no. Means I should be less than j or equal to j. Over here I is equal to j. So it is allowed. There is no any further modification is required. So the resulting set of productions after converting these productions into the form I less than j, A1 tends to A2 or A, and A2 tends to A2 A1, A1, and the B is there in our grammar. So we have to write also over here B. So this was about the step 4. So we will repeat this step 4 for all the productions, and we will convert all the productions in the form of I less or equal to j. Now in the step 6, removing the left recursion. So here A2 tends to A2 A1 is the left recursive form, because over here the left hand side variable come as a first variable at the right hand side, so we have to remove it. So how we will remove it? We, over here the value of A2 is this, the value of A2 is this, and value of A2 is this also. So instead of A2 we will put this value, this 2 value over here. So A2 tends to, instead of A2 put A1, okay, and instead of this A2 A1, instead of this A2 A1 put B2 slash, again instead of this A2 put B. So B we have written over here, and A2 A1 equal to B2 we have assumed. And what is the value of B2? B2 tends to A2 A1 multiple times, so A2 A1 into B2 and A2 A1. So multiple time, by applying the value of B2 over here we can generate the A2 A1 form. So we have removed the left recursion. So now check over here, there is A2, there is small a, here B2, there is A2. So now there is no any left recursion form. So the resulting set of productions is A1 tends to A2 slash A, A2 tends to A1 B2, B2, A1 slash B we will add over here, and the new productions we will add, that is B2, that is A2 A1 B2 or A2 A1. Okay, now in the step 7, modify productions in the form AI tends to A alpha. So after removing the left recursion, whatever the productions that we have received, we will arrange that productions in the form of first terminal, and all other symbol must be non-terminal. So check over here, the A2 productions is in the GNF form. Check over here, the first symbol is always terminal and others are non-terminal. Same over here, the first symbol is terminal, others are non-terminal, terminal, non-terminal, and only terminal. So this is completely in the GNF form. But A1 and B2 are not in the GNF form because there are multiple non-terminal, there is no any terminal over here. Same way over here, A2 A1 B2 all are non-terminal, but there is no any non-terminal. So instead of this A2 and A2 we will put this value, so easily we can convert A1 and B2 productions is in the GNM. So over here we have put the value of A2 in these productions. So after putting these values we will receive this grammar. Same way for the B2 productions, put the value of A2 over here. So we have put the value of A2 over here and we have received this grammar. Same way for B2 tends to A2 A1, put the value of A2 from the A2 productions in the B2 production. So we will get the GNF form. Now check, all the grammars have the first symbol is terminal and all others are non-terminal. So now A1 is in the GNF form, B2 is also in the GNF form, because in every productions the first symbol is terminal and all others are non-terminal. Same way for B2 also, the first symbol is terminal and all others are non-terminal. So now this is the complete GNF form. So what are the productions that we have derived? We will write all the productions over here. So this is our final set of productions and this is the GNF form of our particular CFG. So in this way we can generate the given CFG into the GNF form. One by one we have to follow our algorithms and at the end we will receive the GNF form. Thank you.